The key to a successful online workshop is to keep the engagement of the team high. I'm not a big fan of doing it by force. Some facilitators demand cameras on the whole time so they can see if people are there. Some video conferencing tools even have a tool to show the facilitator if the person on the conference has the conference window active or if they are working on something else, if they are multitasking. I do not believe that this is the way to do it. The important part is to set expectations from the very beginning. Some people that are invited for a virtual event like that can just think, perfect, so on Wednesday we have this several-hour online meeting, so this is perfect because I have a lot of email to catch on and do some other work, so I can maybe do it in the meantime. So a lot of people think that, but you need to set a clear expectation that this is not the case for the workshop. The key to do it is to keep people engaged from the very beginning. I have an internal rule that I use that there needs to be an interaction with the group at least every 10 minutes. So even if I'm presenting some ideas and some concepts, I make sure that every 10 minutes I ask people a question to respond via chat. I give them a video to watch or a survey or a task to solve or something like that. There is one more technique that I use, but it's controversial. I was very hesitant to use it on the beginning, but it seems to work quite well. I actively ask individual participants questions and call them by name. Like that. For example, what do you think about it, John? And I wait for John's answer, by voice. Anna, would that work in your department? Joe, is there something that you would add to this? The reason for this is not to check if they pay attention, but to push the discussion a little. Because without prompting, if you stop prompting people tend to disengage slowly, and discuss less and less than they would do in a face-to-face workshop. So I use that as a very effective tool to keep the discussion going throughout the workshop. Even during workshops, I often present from PowerPoint. I need to explain some concepts or summarize some previous work. To make PowerPoint more engaging, I make live annotation on the slides, just like that. If you have an iPad with a pencil or Apple Pencil connected, this is fairly easy to do. Or maybe if your computer has a touch screen, it's even easier. I don't use either in my workshop, so I use a graphical tablet that looks like this. It is used traditionally by graphic designers as a way to draw on a computer with a special pen, and it's basically just like a touch area without a screen when you use a special pencil for it. I highly recommend doing annotation when you present anything online. Just like noting where you are, just like a showing, and that makes the brains of participants follow what are you showing, what are you highlighting. Another great tool for facilitators are breakout rooms. This is the ability to split the video conference into smaller teams and that these teams would talk separately. Like you have a conference of 12 people, you split them into 3 teams, and just by clicking in your tool, you can just make like 3 small conferences inside your conferences. Okay. Zoom, for example, can do it quite easily in the basic settings. They have a support for breakout rooms. For the other tools like Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, I expect it will be there very soon. As the time of shooting this video is not there yet, but you will get this tool available. We used to use breakout rooms even before they were available by simply opening 3 different rooms and just ask people, to leave the main conference room and go to some other room to work. It's technically a little bit more difficult, but people are quite okay with working with that and they understand it.